Welcome to a Gobbet of Pus number 10, Best Ringtone Ever, from September 16th, 2008. If you follow all things Mark Crislip, you've probably heard this story before. But when I was a fellow, I remember an attending telling me about the time the national meetings were held in Las Vegas. He was waiting for a ride in the hotel bar, and a lady came up to him and asked him if he was interested in a date. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? He respectfully declined her offer, and then she asked, "What kind of meeting is this? Business is the slowest it's been in weeks." No one is less likely to participate in the world's oldest profession, I would think, than an infectious disease doctor. We are all too aware of what we might bring home. Like HIV. The risk of HIV from sex is dependent on when in the course of HIV you attempt the transmission. There are two times when HIV is at its most infectious. One is during the acute seroconversion time, when it's 26 times higher risk of spreading the disease than an asymptomatic infection. And then late-stage disease just prior to death, usually about 2 years before, where the risk goes up 7 times. There are a lot of factors that go into HIV transmission. The kind of sex, having other sexually transmitted disease, whether or not the person is on highly active retroviral therapy or not. Even if your viral load is suppressed to unmeasurable, there is still a small risk of HIV transmission. If a couple that has 100 sexual encounters per year, the cumulative annual probability of HIV transmission is 0.0022 for female to male, 0.0043 for male to female, and 0.043 for male to male. 100 encounters a year. Well, I will avoid oversharing at this point. I am never, ever going to be the Pope because I think condoms are great. They prevent pregnancy and they prevent sexually transmitted disease, and they help, most importantly, to prevent the transmission of HIV. Condoms, or for those of you from England, condoms. I always giggle for some reason when I hear pronounced condom. But condoms are not, as the Honorable Catholic Bishop of Mozambique stated, contaminated with HIV to help spread the disease to kill off Africans. That statement has still not been withdrawn, nor has the bishop been called to task for promulgating such nonsense that will kill. Condoms, unlike the Pope, are not infallible. It is my considered professional opinion, and you may disagree with me on this, but it's my observation that people like sex. And if they are going to be having sex, it is better than not to wear a condom. Prevent HIV and prevent some horrible deaths. It's amazing what a simple piece of latex can do. Even more amazing is that anyone would object to their use. Part of the issue with sex in some parts of the world is the various taboos and stigma associated with it. In India, they are trying to break down the taboo by talking about condoms and getting people to get the conversation started with a ringtone for cell phones that is the best ringtone ever. You can download it at www.condomcondom.org, and here it is, Condom. However, I especially like the Indian accent. I'm of the opinion that all the newscasters in the United States should be Indian when they read the news. Download it at condomcondom.org for your own cell phone ringtone. I just wish I didn't have my current piece of crap cell phone so I could make it my ringtone. The other references are from the Journal of Infectious Diseases, HIV Transmission by Stage of Infection, 2008, volume 198, page 687, and The Lancet, 2008, July 6, volume 372, Relation between HIV viral load and infectiousness, a model-based analysis.